I'm Amanda Borges here at One Buck Place with Jenna, Laine. We are here to recap the big night, the first round of the NFL draft. Okay, Jenna, let's get to it. What was the biggest thing that impressed you the most tonight?
Well, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they didn't get anxious. They got their guy in Mike Evans. They could have possibly traded up thinking maybe he wasn't going to be there. And they also stuck to their guns. For whatever reason, they chose not to draft Johnny Manziel. We don't know the full scoop. I mean, Lovie Smith had said that Mike Glennon is their quarterback of the future. But, I can see where they could have gotten anxious in this spot. But as far as other teams go, I think I was most impressed with the Minnesota Vikings, the fact that they were able to address two key needs. They were able to get their pass rusher and Anthony Barr, and they were also able to trade back into the first round and get a quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. Now, just a little while ago, they chose not to exercise the option, fifth-year option on Christian Ponder, so quarterback was a definite need for them there.
Now, there were a lot of things that happened tonight. So what was the biggest surprise to you?
Well, I think just the fall of Johnny Manziel. And that was another team, too, that played their cards right. Cleveland Browns. Just really surprised that he fell so far down there and that the Dallas Cowboys passed on him, although they do have a quarterback in Tony Romo.
The Bucs got a solid wide receiver in Mike Evans. What do you think he will do for the Bucs?
He's essentially a Vincent Jackson 2.0. Vincent Jackson, he's in his 30s now. He's getting up there in age. Maybe has slowed down just a step or two, although he's still a top wide receiver in the league. But they've essentially got a younger version of him. He's going to be able to catch a lot of passes in traffic. Big physical guy, runs a 4.53. Love the response that he gave me in his interview. Said, I've never actually been caught from behind. I liked that. And I think, again, he's a guy that, he can catch a lot of passes on the perimeter, big red zone target. I think that that's something that this team definitely needs. And you also heard Lovie Smith say Josh McCown was in his ear about this guy.
Now, tonight was huge, first round. It's over. What do you predict will happen tomorrow in the second round?
Well, the Bucs have a huge need at guard. I know that's not really a sexy pick, but there are some guys that are available. Two that really are on my radar in Xavier Su'a-Filo out of UCLA. He could have gone in the first round, but he's still going to be available. Bucs pick very early tomorrow night. You also have Gabe Jackson, just a colossal guy out of out of Mississippi State, and I would expect them to address that position fairly early because they have to account for the loss of Davin Joseph.
All right, well, you heard it here. The first round is over. It is done. But tomorrow night is the second round. Sports Talk Florida will be covering all of that. So follow us on Twitter at SportsTalkFLA and go to sportstalkflorida.com for all of the latest news and rumors.